So I'd like to share some thoughts on anarchy. Basically, what it is. What does it mean when we say such and such a theory is anarchist theory? Because look, all the various brands seem to be, in a sense, violating the name of what it is. The basic breakdown of the word as it goes is without rule, and but it gets applied in a way it means, in a sense, that it's without this type of rule, but there's still rules, right? And I think everyone agrees with that. Anarchy isn't truly, in a sense, without rule. It's just without a certain type of rules. If it's maybe it's just a protest against hierarchical social structures, or maybe it's it's anti regulation of markets, or but there's still some sort of sense of guidelines on if not what to do, then certainly what not to do. And for anarchy to be stable, everyone basically has to agree on this. And in that sense, you haven't escaped the social contract, as I understand it. So, in what way then? And I think I posted a video on this before as a response to someone. What's the difference then? You still have a state, so to speak. It's not the common conception or the common manifestation of what a state is today. You still have that. It's still there. And so, in that sense, you're calling it anarchy, but it's just a sort of biased interpretation of, biased on what rules you're going to follow, and what rules you don't want to follow, or one social structure over another. But really, you're still kind of constrained in a way, and you have to agree to these types of interactions. Only these interactions are noble or correct or whatever. Okay, so let's just say then that this is not anarchy then. All these other brands, this is not really what anarchy means if you take the strict, translation of the word or interpretation of the word. So then, okay, right. So the point of the video then is, what is anarchy in that context? Well, essentially, without rule, anything goes, even government. It doesn't exclude these things. It doesn't prescribe them, but it doesn't exclude them either. Another way of looking at it might be that anarchy is really the underlying principle of all political philosophy. It's I suppose if we take maybe a Foucauldian glance at it, it's the space in which political philosophy can exist in. The way I like to look at it even more so, though, is like an anthropological approach, and it's that anarchy is a natural state of man, and then the societies we form, that we kind of become attracted to, like charged particles that form some molecular structure, or like mercury accumulating. In that sense, these structures have to, in either case, this is matter that cannot be separated from the space in which it exists. And so that space then is anarchy. It's that anything goes. It's the axiom, and then all the other various forms of government. And I include, when I say all various forms of government, I include the various anarchist theories. These are like the maxims or the derivatives. So I don't know if this is just completely obscure and out there, or perhaps it's been published before or explored before in some way. It has. That's the type of anarchy that seems to me more true, more accurate. I suppose what you can call it more pure anarchy or natural anarchy, organic anarchy. But anyways, so yeah, really to recap, anarchy and how it's been interpreted up to this point is essentially still relies on basic idea of the social contract. It hasn't escaped that to me in any sense. And if it has, I'm curious to say how, because there's probably in some sense I'm misconstruing the idea or confusing categories here. But anyways, that to me is my take on anarchy. And if there's something in league with that to me is more interesting. And just simply on the pursuit of truth, it seems to be more correct. What we've been calling anarchy, we may perhaps should be calling it something else altogether. Because simply you're choosing one set of rules over another. But then again, it's not without rules. It's without a ruler, I suppose, right? And maybe that's where it was derived from. But in any case, those are my thoughts on anarchy and what might be termed a natural anarchy, or organic, pure anarchy. Anyways, I look forward to any responses and insights. Thanks a lot. Bye.